We're going to have a late night discussion about Yu-Gi-Oh! Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. It's been a pretty rough day. I try to keep a lot of my personal life things quiet. Kind of going through a breakup. I was dealing with some stuff today. It's been one of those days, and we only got up 3 videos, and I just wanted to talk about the game, some of my experiences, do a little bit of self-reflecting here, and just talk about, Robbie, why don't you really play all that much at the moment? And a lot of, first of all, in terms of relationships, it is nice to have a partner. It is nice to, want to do events, want to go play games, have that involvement with them. And sometimes, life doesn't, work out. I view this game as a job, like, wholeheartedly, and I have for quite a long time, actually. I enjoy talking about this game more than I do playing it now. And the reason is I enjoy looking at the numbers. I enjoy looking at interpreting things, looking at top cut data, talking about the decks, looking at some of the card choices, those interaction points that come with these decks, and the choices that these duelists make, and then you interpret it versus other data, and then, it's also just kind of funny to watch people argue with the numbers and go, that's not how that works. What does that have to do with a breakup? Be honest with you guys, I've been all over the place today. I needed to work on the next PSA order to get submitted. There will eventually come some PSA videos on this channel. I have one, queued up, and then sometimes when you're going through things, you have to take mental time to kind of process everything and decide, where you want to go. And I had a lot of good friends today, talk me through things. And, it's good. It's one thing in this game is, you'll generate those experiences, and you'll have people that you can just call. I actually called a friend they haven't talked to since 2 years ago. And they were like, what are you doing? I was like, just talk to me. I'm like, today's one of those days. And, it's one thing I've learned about this game is, you'll have people that you'll just be close to. You'll have played with them throughout the years. And I'm an old fossil. I know people in this game that, man, I have a friend from 2011 that just messaged me and was like, we haven't traveled together, Robbie. I would like to, we need to go on one of our antics again. And story time, all right? This is something I've never actually shared, all right? This is one of my craziest stories. So we were going down to YCS Orlando, 2011. And we drove from northern Indiana here, Fort Wayne, for those of you that don't know. We drove down to St. Louis to meet our friends. Now, keep in mind that this is some nostalgia. So we drove 6 hours down there. I think we met them at 4 a.m. They got there, I think we got there at 4. And then, they were ready to go at like 6 a.m. And so we met them, and then we started driving from St. Louis. We got down through, I think it was Nashville, and my friend starts to have a kidney stone. All right, and this is just so wild to me because we have to stop in Nashville. Keep in mind this is a Thursday before this event, so we drove through the night. I think we left at 10 o'clock. We got down to St. Louis at 4. We left out of St. Louis at 6. Now we're in Nashville about 8, 9 o'clock. Dealing with my friend's kidney stone. And we're all like, well, crap, we're going to have to turn back around. We're not going to be able to do this. We're sitting here in the emergency room. One of my favorite, fondest memories about this whole event was, we're sitting here. This is week 1 of Dueling Network, by the way. So 3 of us are on our laptops from a car of 5 people. My friend's helping my other friend with his, medical paperwork. Health insurance and things like that for the time. While the 3 of us are all sitting on our laptops in the waiting room playing on DN. It was, I felt, it was one of those eras that you're just like, yeah, this is what we do, and honestly, we got lucky. I think he got done, I think it was like 4 or 5 hours, there, so that put us from like 8, 9, 10 a.m. I don't remember. We were back on the road by like 4, and then we had to drive through Georgia. Oh man, that's a ride. And then we got into Orlando. I think we got down to Orlando. I think we got into our hotel about 1, 2 a.m. And it was just like, bro, you were up for so long. I also remember this is the weekend that it was the weekend that one of the calendars was supposed to end, because I remember reading a sign that said, what are you doing at the end of the world? And I remember like the world technically ended on that cycle at that YCS. Like this is the kind of fond memories that, you realize when you kind of exit out of something, you realize everything around you, and you appreciate what you have in this game. You appreciate the friends and the family, the memories, and the things you treasure in this game. And I think it's important to remind everybody that people are human. People, maybe the breakup, or maybe what you're going through in life, and I don't know who needs to hear this, because I had to hear this today. Treasure the memories and things that you've built up in this game. Treasure the people that you have in your life. They will be there for you. And especially with how this game is right now, and especially how I vocally feel about this. A lot of people have made comments like, Robbie, sometimes, you don't really feel like you're enjoying this. And, I mean, talking about the 19,000th Fire King deck profile, it's boring. And that's why, like, when we get boring formats like this, I'm sorry, I get worn down. There's no diversity in oh boy, today they changed one card between this. So I am sorry for the content that can seem stagnant at times. I'm sorry that, the presentation hasn't been the greatest as of late. And I do hope that, you guys will continue to stick around and enjoy, the ride. The sub count's been stagnant for a little while. I should probably get out and do some collabs with the other Yu-Gi tubers. I think that's something that I've been requested to do for quite some time, is, sit down and get to know the other Yu-Gi tubers, have a conversation with them. I've kind of enjoyed sitting in my own corner of the world, keeping to myself. I do record very far ahead on a lot of this. Some nights I'll sit down and I'll film 8 hours just having fun, talking about deck profiles, talking about the game. And, sometimes some of these videos will feel a little bit out of old place. Well, it's because, some days I'll be like, oh, okay, we're gonna pull this off the shelf. We're gonna talk about this here, or, a topic comes out and it's like, well, now this is relevant. Now we can upload it here. So it's all of that. But the moral of this video, there are a lot of things that you should enjoy in life. I do view this as a job, but I do wholeheartedly love this game. I love everything about it. I have a passion for this game that not everybody's going to understand. Some people, they enjoy the tech choices. Some people enjoy this. My content is, not everybody's going to watch everything. That's why you'll see maybe the same thing played on the same video, throughout the course of the day. It's because, some people are going to choose to watch this and not this, and I need people to understand that. It's rough. So I guess after all of this, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. I hope I'll continue to do some very cool things for you guys. I hope that you guys will continue to appreciate what we do around here. Hope you guys will continue to support the brand as well. MCool Games, people still don't know that's a thing. We've been making deck boxes with Jim. It's been good, all right, and it's just kind of nice to sit down and have a face-to-face with my audience. I'm also filming this after Market Watch, even though Market Watch goes up in the morning. You guys will be like, well, yeah, I burned all my energy in that. So this is just, stay safe out there. Remember, I do love this game. Some days it might not feel that, but this game comes in cycles, and I appreciate all of you for continuing to be here. And remember, you guys stay safe out there, all right? Peace out. Yeah, you guys do good, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.